Hello everyone, welcome to Bonquisitive Tech Studio. So, how would you feel if I tell you that you can create an agent very easily right now and it can actually self-improve based on your own usage? So today I'm gonna actually show you how you can do that, and I'm gonna show you with Hermes Agent. Previously, we built a personal assistant kind of an agent through Picoclaw. Today we will use Hermes Agent because this is not only a very good agent harness that has come up in the last few months. I am very heavily using this Hermes Agent, and it is incredible. It can do a lot of things, and the specific thing is it has a memory system that allows to remember the important stuff about you, so that over time, even if it fails in some task, it can actually improve over time. So without further ado, let's start. So first of all, I would show you how we can actually create set up this agent. Okay, so right now I am in a Windows system, and I'll show you how to do that. And the first thing that you need to do is just go to Google and search for Hermes agent. If you search for Hermes agent, one of the first search link that you would get is Hermes agent by Nous Research, and this is what I had opened previously. So you can see the GitHub page here. So, and nothing to worry. You do not have to clone the repo and do all of this stuff. There is a single command that you can run to actually install. By the way, they have also Windows native application that you can basically run it in PowerShell, and it will do it. But it's still very early stages, early beta, and there are a lot of rough edges. So if you are in a Windows system like I am right now, what I would actually recommend you to actually do it in WSL. WSL stands for Windows Subsystem of Linux. If you do not have a Linux or macOS system, you can very easily have WSL in your own Windows, and you can use anything. Like there are multiple Linux kernels. One of the most uh, famous ones is Ubuntu that I have. Ubuntu 24 I have in as a WSL, and we will use that. Okay. I'm not showing that because that's very easy, and if you really need it, I can just say it in the comment. I can probably do a video on that, but that's a very easy step how to actually just activate WSL, and then installing Ubuntu is you can directly do it from the Microsoft Store itself. Okay. So now you can see there's just one command. Let's copy this command and let's open Ubuntu. So once you install Ubuntu, you can actually see that it would come up in your app menu and everywhere. So I think you can see the screen. Yeah. Okay. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Now just paste the command and enter. Nothing else, just a single line comment, which is basically there's a curl and bash comment, which will which will basically take the repo and install it for you. While it install, let me try to like give you some intuition on what we are basically trying to do. So Hermes is an agent harness, means that there would be one LLM brain behind it, which basically acts as a brain which will take the decisions and everything. So we have to integrate it with some kind of LLMs. Same with Picoclaw. If you have seen my Picoclaw video, you would see like how we have actually done it. It would be completely same with Hermes as well. So most of this agent works the same way. It has some kind of LLM which basically works as a way to kind of brain, or which can actually take decisions for you. Then it has a lot of tools and skills that can actually take actions for you. Okay, so that's the main two things. And then you can for all these Hermes, or it was also for Picoclaw, you can also add a lot of messaging gateway, so that once you integrate a particular messaging gateway, like WhatsApp or Telegram or Discord or Slack or Teams, whatever, then you can just directly talk with the agent through that messaging gateway. Okay, it's taking a lot of time, Let's wait for this to be installed. Okay, now hopefully you can see. So one of the reason that it was stuck because it had some network issues. So let's start again. So this is the command. This is the Ubuntu in WSL, through WSL in my system. And let me just try to make it a little bit bigger. Uh, yeah, also the font a little bit bigger. Yeah. Okay. Now once I actually go through it, yeah, you see like it's first start detecting the system that we are. Then it started doing looking for gate. So it will do everything on your own. It will ask you questions sometimes like sudo is needed only to install optional system packages via your package manager. Okay. Agent itself does not require a return root access. Okay. As you can understand, so it says like it doesn't require root access for itself, but for some of the packages like ripgrep, ffmpeg for audio, usually audio video media. And ripgrep is, I think it's a search tool, a variation of grep. So grep we use for like searching, regex based searching and all. So probably a variation of that. Anyway, so it doesn't require anything. Install ripgrep for faster file search. Yes, I want that. I need to provide the password then, and it will start installing it. Okay. So as you can see, it's actually pretty straightforward installing it. It's just one command. You copy it from the website, and it will do everything for you. So it had all of this installed, installing to my home directory. So this is home directory in WSL, by the way. So if you use it in Windows, just understand that it will be so there will be a working directory called .hermes, and it will be placed in the home directory of your WSL. So just make sure that you understand where the path is. Okay. By the way, in Windows, if you're using newer versions like Windows 11, there you can also move the whole Ubuntu as a whole. Like, say, for example, my WSL through Ubuntu is in a certain location. I want to move it to some drive. You can do that as well very easily. Okay. Now you can see Hermes is also like for it's basically uh, doing a lot of like it created its own environment, and then it is installing like a virtual environment, and then it is installing all the dependencies, a lot of libraries. I can see a lot of Python libraries being installed. Okay. Yeah. And it's also updating its system, the Ubuntu system, like apt-get update, apt-get upgrade, those sort of things are happening. Anyway, you do not need to understand everything that Hermes is doing. Basically, Hermes is building the whole system, whole environment for you. You just copy the first line that I showed you and just sit tight. Sometimes it might ask you permissions like whether it will download something or not, whether you need to upgrade something or not. Based on your preferences, you can choose. Anyway, once the installation will be completed, as I told you, like agents require some sort of integration with an LLM, right? So, and Hermes is no different. For Hermes also, it will be required. So let it actually run, and let us see that it's running perfectly. Okay. As you can see, once the setup was complete, it says like, how would you like to set up Hermes? That is quick setup, full setup. Let us do quick setup, provider, model, and messaging. So these are the main usual three suspects. That is, you basically give a provider, that is from where you are getting the LLMs. Choose a model. which model you want to choose, and then the messaging usually through Telegram or something like that. All right. Telegram is one of the fastest. If you have seen my Picoclaw video, I have set up a bot, Telegram bot, which takes probably like 30 seconds or something like that. And integrating it into this type of agents is very fast as well. So we will do that again. But let's start with provider selection. Okay, inference provider, choose how to connect to your main chat model. Okay, so there are a lot of options. As you can see, there are a lot of options. Open router, Nous portal. So this is by Nous Research, by the way. They have their own portal because they provide LLM models themselves. They also actually build models, by the way. But anyway, LM Studio. If you want to actually run local models, you can do it through LM Studio. Anthropic, Codex through Codex, Cloud, XAI, Grok OAuth. So there are so many options. What I would do, I already have Kilo Codeway, so I use Kilo Code, and they have their own gateway from where you can actually use this. Where is Kilo Code? Yeah, found it. You can see there's a Kilo Code, Kilo Gateway API. I'll select that. I need the kilocode API key. So again, this is completely based on what you want, what you want as a provider. If you have Anthropic key or OpenAI key, you can use that. Gemini, whatever you have, you might use Open Router. So I like something like Open Router or kilocode because that way they are gateways, so they have like a lot of models available. Every new models are added, and I can basically just one API key, and with that one API key I can use basically any model that I want. So that's why I use usually this kind of models. Let me go. I have Kilo Code opened, and I also have the API key. So this is Kilo Code profile, my Kilo Code profile. I'll actually copy the API key. Let's go back here and paste it. Did I paste it? I'm not sure. API key saved. Okay. So for security, it didn't actually show. Base URL, it's correct. And you can see like, okay, if you have correctly put it, you will see all the models that are available through Kilo Gateway, and you can see like from Claude Opus 4.6, and there are so many other models that you can choose. For now, let's try to find DeepSeek. DeepSeek is DeepSeek V4 Pro, by the way, is very cheap right now, and they have like permanently made it 75% off. So I would use DeepSeek V4 Pro. Okay. Now, the next option that they say is select terminal backend. So this is very interesting, and you need to understand it, is where you are basically running this agent. You can run this agent in the system, right now I am basically doing it in my desktop. You can do it in your laptop, or you can also like have a sandbox or a VM, virtual machine setup where you can actually run these agents, right? You can also do it in a isolated container, Docker container, and you can have that Docker image hosted somewhere. You can have it in a remote machine and SSH into that machine securely. So there are multiple options. The very easiest way to start, and I will show that, but again, based on your own preferences, you can actually put it in a cloud container, Kubernetes cluster, whatever you want. Okay, virtual sandbox, there are a lot of options. For now, I will just select keep current, which is that is the agent will be running locally. Okay, so running locally. Now set up messaging. We will do it now. Okay, we will do it now so that you again see how to set up the messaging for Telegram. Because Telegram is the most easier one. As you can see, nothing is configured now. Let us do Telegram. Okay. What they say, there are already some things that ran, setup complete, messaging platforms. So actually for messaging platforms, I think they need to install a few things. Anyway, settings is in, so by the way, all the settings are in config.yaml. As I said, there would be a .hermes in the home folder, home user folder. You would see a .hermes. If you can't see it, you need to toggle view hidden files, because usually whenever a folder name start with dot, it's assumed by Windows that it's an hidden file, so it's not viewable by default. You need to just toggle that on, and you can see that config.yaml is where all the settings are there. API key is also in .env, and the data would be in like cron or logs and so on and so forth. Okay, to edit your configurations, you can run this command. So it's very easy to see like, okay, what are the comments, usual comments and all. I'll show you things. And as it says, to reload your shell to use Hermes command, just to source. So by the way, what this is, so this is actually required for a lot of applications. So once you install something, it requires you to restart the terminal. And without restarting, if you just do source bash rc, this is basically the actual startup command that you basically is like doing like a force restart kind of a thing. Okay. So once you do, you would see the prompt will come again, and voila. So couple of things. If you need to see whether it's running correctly or not, you can directly do Hermes Doctor, and it will actually see like, okay, what's in there. If something is not set up properly, everything will come up here. As you can see, once we have done Hermes Doctor, no active security advisories. Python environment is good. Required packages, Python Telegram bot. It's optional, not installed yet. We probably require this Python install bot. Okay. So I think what we need to do is we need to do Hermes terminal. When we try to do no platform selected, setup gateway, we might actually need to do Hermes setup gateway to actually install that. Anyway, there are auth providers. Obviously, we do not require nose portal codex or anything. Directory structure looks good. Okay, it looks good. Okay, let's clear up the screen with clear. And now just see whether it's running or not. Just see, just type Hermes and enter, and you would see like it give you like this Hermes agent, a big banner kind of a thing, and all the available tools, available skills and everything. And you get something like this where you can start chatting. Just to see whether everything is working or not, I'll just put something very simple. Hi, can you tell me what day it is and what 2 plus 3 is? Just some random thing to see whether things are working or not. And you would see there are some, you need to sign in to use this model. I think we have some sort of issue with the API key. Let us very quickly sort that out. Okay, guys, we will start again. So we actually had an issue with the API key. While pasting, we pasted it twice. That's why it was not readable. So let's see whether it's coming up properly again or not. We'll do Hermes setup once again. Quick setup. We'll do, where is kilo code? Yeah, kilo code. Now it shows the API key, first few lines at least. I will keep it. Base URL is good enough. Then again, we will, by the way, so if this sort of things happen, like because it was not actually showing anything there, we mistakenly pasted it twice. What you can always do is just go to the .env. As you have seen in the .hermes folder, there would be config.yaml and .env files. In the .env, all these API keys are written. You can directly go and actually start with that. Okay. So let me just use V4 Flash or V4 Pro. Where is V4 Pro? Uh, did we miss it? Can't see V4 Pro. Anyway, oh sorry, it's at the top currently news. Let's do that. Keep current. Set up messaging. We will set up Telegram. It would be set up later on. Okay. Anyway, now we can do Hermes, and it should start again like previously. Okay. Now let's see. Can you tell me about yourself and what is 2 plus 9? So it's just some random stuff. And if you have put API keys properly and the LLM is working, you would still see that it will actually initiate the agent properly, and yeah, it can answer back. As you can see, Hermes says, "Hey there, quick version about me. I'm Hermes Agent, an open source AI agent built by Nous Research. I run in your terminal or Telegram, Discord, Slack, and 10 plus other platforms. I work with any LLM provider. Right now, I'm running on DeepSeek via Kilocode. What makes me different from a plain chatbot? I have persistent memory across sessions. I remember who you are, your preferences, and how your environment is set up. I learn from experiences. As I said, like one of the reasons I use Hermes agent instead of other agent harnesses is because it can improve a lot. It can improve over time. So it learned from experiences by saving workflows as skills that load in future sessions. I can use tools to actually do things, run shell commands, read write files, browse the web, delegate tasks to subagents, schedule cron jobs, and more. I run on the same terminal you are typing in now. I see the same file system, the same tools, and I act directly instead of just describing what to do. Right now, you are running on WSL, working out of /home/Sourab. That's my WSL home directory, by the way. This is a fresh session. I don't know much about you yet, but I will remember what you tell me. 2 plus 9 equals to 11. What can I help you with? So it's running, right? So once the agent answers back, you know, like it's running properly. So that's the main part that I wanted to show. Is the setup is at least 90% complete, I would say, because if you are using it in a laptop or in a desktop system, you can directly come in into this terminal and you can start chatting with the agent to actually start building stuff. Okay, but we also want to do something else. So what we will do is just control C, and we will get out of the Hermes session, TUI session, and what we would do is set up it in Telegram. Okay, so let me show you it very quickly. So here's the Telegram. So you can do it from mobile as well. This is one other Picoclaw bot that I actually created previously. Go to bot further. Okay. If you just go to bot further, there are a lot of things here which I have to blur out. So if you open the bot further, or you can just message new bot to bot further. Okay. Let me do that. That way it would be cleaner. So when you go to bot further, just do slash. There are slash comments. You can do slash new bot to create a new bot. The first thing is you need to give your bot some name. I would give it, let me give it some unconventional name. Okay, let me give it the name Kronos. Kronos is the Titan god in Greek mythology. It's the god of time. It was the king of Titans. So let name it Kronos. Okay, now you have to give a username. So first it was just a name of the bot, but then in the username it has to be unique and it has to ends with bot. So this is my system bot. So let's say Kronos. Actually, Kronos was K, I guess. I completely mistype. Anyway, let's see. Kronos, Hermes, my system. Let me put my system name and a bot. Hopefully it's accepted. Yes, it's accepted. And now you would see like there's a token. Okay. I'll blur this out, but there would be a token that you can see. It will be written like use this token to access the HTTP API. So you need to actually just copy the token. Okay, copy the token from botfather, and then you can actually go to the link that is given, and that if you just click on that particular link, you would go to the Kronos bot. Now integrating is not finished. You have that token copied, right? You need to paste it. So we will again go to the config.yaml. So you can actually go to you see it's in the .hermes. You can go to config.yaml, by the way. Or by the way, if you do not want to do it this way, let me show you another easier way as well. You can just start Hermes, and what we will do, there's another command that I want to showcase is continue. Okay, what continue does is it will continue the last session that you were in. Okay, so we'll do Hermes continue, and as you can see, it resumed the session, introduction and a math question. Let's actually try to do it through the agent itself. So it was, by the way, very easy task. You need to just go to the config.yaml and paste the telegram bot. Okay, it was as easy as it was, but let the agent do it. Okay, and you will see the power of Hermes, or the agent harness. Basically, I have telegram bot token. I want you to integrate and set up Telegram for me. Okay, let me get the Telegram gateway set up for you first. Let me check the current state of things. It will basically just see whether its gateway is installed or not. If not, it will actually try to. As you can see, it's actually reading the config to see whether the Telegram token is given or not. Good news, your Hermes config already has the Telegram platform section wired up. The only thing missing is your bot token in the .env file. A few questions before I set up. Please share your Telegram token. You can also tell me allowed users, optional. Okay. Type your answer here and press answer. So bot token, let us copy only once. I'll again blur it out. So this is the bot token that I've given, and it will basically save it in .env. Good. And then as you can see, what you can do is allowed users, that is who are the allowed users who will be able to use this bot. For now, I it's okay if everyone basically use this. So let us, the token is set. Anyway, I actually, you can use this token. What I would do, I'll just delete this token. I do not want to change a lot of things. I'll delete this bot. So yeah, you can see this token anyway. No issue. Gateway is running. Let me the verify Telegram connected properly. So Telegram bot is live. Set your bot token. It's already done. Your bot is now listening. Open Telegram, search for your bot. You should be able to send it a message and get response. A few things to know. No user restriction. Anyone who finds your bot can talk to it. As I said, like if you want your bot to be used by specific people, what you can do is allowed users. You can just get your username. It's very easy to get your username, and you can do it. Gateway persistence, since you are in WSL, the gateway will die if you close this terminal. For instance, if you have options, tmarks survives terminal close as long as WS stays running. 30 slash comments are registered in your bots menu. Type help in the Telegram chat. Okay. Uh, Everything is there. Now let's go to Telegram. Kronos is there. Let me change the name because I know the name is K. I guess it's K, right? Kronos. You can put a image as well. Okay. The username cannot be changed, but yeah, anyway. And let's start this. And the first thing that it will tell you is it didn't recognize you yet. It's here's your pairing code. Ask the bot owner to run this. So you are the bot owner, right? So you can just copy this, and what you can do is uh, run this for me, please. So basically, this is a command Hermes pairing approve. You can come out of it and directly put this command in the terminal itself. But basically, as you can see, done. I so my user ID is now authorized on Telegram. They can start chatting with your bot right away. Again, let us opening. Hello, can you hear me now? It can't actually hear you, but anyway. So okay, another message. It says no home channels is set for Telegram. A home channel is where Hermes delivers. So by the way, it will start working, but still it asks you to actually set a channel as home channel. Basically you need to type set home. What it does is it just actually, like, if you have cron jobs running, schedules, workflows, it needs to basically update you somewhere, right? And it will update you in the home channel. So you just write set home slash set home, and that should set the channel. Yeah, home channel is set to Shoda Mukherjee, like with me. Okay, so cron jobs and cross platform messages will be delivered here. So it's right now it's running. It's completely integrated with Telegram. So now we have already set up Hermes agent, and we have integrated it with Telegram to work. So we can directly chat with it, even when, if we just keep this WSL terminal running, if you keep your laptop or system running, you can basically go anywhere and you can chat with your agent. If you have actually built this and hosted it in say a VPS or a cloud container, uh, so basically that will run all 24/7. That is also another option. Just to start away, we did it locally, but again you can keep a laptop open 24/7, not an issue. Anyway, so let me actually show you one use case. Why I'm showing you all this? If I do not show you any use case, we need to showcase how these agents can work, right? So what I would do, I'll do a mix of this. Okay, I want to show you how good this whole thing is. Let me clear the history here. Okay, let us start afresh. And by the way, if you just put slash, you can see all the commands that are available, by the way. Okay, all the comments are there. Anyway, I do not need it. Hi. So let me actually give you one use case. So I want to build a research AI assistant. So I have to do a lot of research, do a lot of paper reading, research paper reading, and all. So let me actually try to do something on that accord. And again, what you will do with your agent will completely depends on your own workflow, whatever things that you work on. So let's basically work on something that is something very crucial for me, which is research paper writing, reading and stuff. Okay. Hi, I want to read research papers. Do you have any skills I installed to read, download, and summarize research papers? The one the main thing is, since it's an agent, you do not need to actually know, or you do not need to know coding, because the agent can do the coding for you. But it's not just coding, because right now there are like all these things, the LLMs can already do that for you. The agent is basically, it can take actions for you as well, right? So it check what research paper skills are available. I can see an archive skill set. Let me load it and also look for others. So there are several. Here's what available in the research category. Archive your main paper skills. Search and retrieve papers from archive. And semantic scholar covers the full workflow. Search, read, access, impact. Okay, great. No API keys needed. Just curl and Python stdlib. Standard lib research paper writing. It can write papers. LLM knowledge base. Local PDF processing. Okay. This is great. Let me try to hopefully you can see it. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Can we make it bigger? I'm not sure. Anyway, let me try to do one thing. Let me try to search for a paper. uh, can you search for a paper on, so I remember there's a paper for massive activations in LLMs. So let's try to do that. Massive activations in LLM. And let me show you how it can actually be like how what kind of actions it can take. It can take any actions, right? But how it will actually help you or benefit you. So not only it will search the paper for me. Can you search for a paper on massive activations in LLM? And then I want you to download the paper for me, summarize it, and I want an example code snippet to understand the main idea, create a visualization out of that script so that it is easier for me to understand. You can also write a summary report. Okay. So what I've done, I have basically searched for a particular query, right? So it will basically find me a paper, and it can be any topic, by the way, right? So it can be any topic. So it already has. It can look into archive and semantic scholar. So you see it already planning a few tasks, curl comments. Okay, by the way, so whenever it actually tries to run something, sometimes specifically code snippets, it might ask you to actually allow it. Okay, it's basically a guardrail. Let me just do allow once for now. So what it is if it doesn't run by any guardrail, it can actually, so this assumption that agent, since it can take actions, it can take harmful actions for you as well. So that it doesn't take any harmful actions, that's why whenever it tries to basically execute some comments, it asks for you. But by the way, if you do not like that level of like permission asking and everything, asking for permission, you can do it, you can allow provide it in allow list. Okay, so that like you can all put it as always, right? So that anytime this sort of things is basically or you can allow for this particular session, right? So these sort of things can be done. As you can see, it already, by the way, found the particular paper, massive activation since LLM. It was almost like a exact search, but even if you do not remember it, you can just give it as a query and it can search for you, by the way. By soon et al. Let me download it and read it now. So it actually downloaded the paper as well. I see it's showing it here. Can I open it? Oh, it opened. It opened in my system, as you can see. Massive activations in large language models. Great. So I can read the paper because it actually downloaded it for me locally. Okay. And not only it downloaded it for me, but it actually sent the link there in Telegram. So just clicking on it actually opened it for me. Let me just minimize it for now. Let me read the paper via archive extra page and the HTML version instead. It's trying to reading it, and not only reading it, what it's doing is it going through browser automation. So see, these agents nowadays, it has the ability to act like you only, right? So like you go to browsers like Chrome or Safari and search for something, right? Or take some actions, click some buttons and do scroll and do these stuffs, right? So these agents can also do the same thing because they have access to a browser in their environment, and in their own browser they can actually go to a particular site, they try to scroll it, everything. It can take the snapshot. As you can see, it's going through the key sections and everything. So just looking at what it is doing, you understand its actions. By the way, it's still working, but it had already done quite a lot. It has installed, by the way, few things, PyMu PDF. So PyMu PDF is something to extract text from PDF. If you have done any development with Python, you would know that PyMu PDF is a good library for PDF, working with PDFs basically. So it has actually installed it in its system. So it recognized that okay, it doesn't have all the necessary packages, and it does it on its own. This is the thing, it doesn't require you to know everything. You just need to know what you want to do. Like you want to read a research paper, you are a researcher, you want to read a research paper. You may not want to know everything about Python packages, which package to install and everything. The agent will do it for you, and it takes actions in your local system or whatever system you want it to basically work on, right? So this is the main thing. It can act on behalf of you, and it can do beautiful things. Like it's basically right now reading the paper for me. And by the way, I can just go, right? It's basically running in this particular system. I can go have a lunch, have a coffee, whatever I want. And it's since it's in Telegram, and I'm doing it through Telegram, by the way. I'm not doing it from the actual uh, terminal. You can do it through terminal as well. Nothing stops you from interacting with the agent through terminal. As I have shown you, you can directly chat with the agent in the terminal. But Telegram, something like Telegram means that you can just go away somewhere with your phone. Just you have already said like what you want. It will message you. Obviously there would be a lot of messages sometimes if there are a lot of steps. But that's the thing, it can take a lot of steps. It can retain that information, that what's your goal, what's your end goal, and it can actually go towards that end goal, right? So this is what actually I like. And by the way, so this is something, so these agent harnesses, there are so many right now available in the market. OpenClaw basically kind of started the floodgate. But before even OpenClaw, by the way, if you are interested in Python development, data science, AI, you might have heard about LangGraph, LangChain. Then there was Crew AI, AutoGen. There are so many agentic frameworks. So agentic frameworks, all of those frameworks also works the same way. So it basically require a particular LLM at the back end to be connected with, and then it can basically access some tools. It can access MCPs. It can integrate with MCPs, and then it can basically work with them. Same thing here, it's not something different. But what OpenClaw showed, that everything can be like packaged in a very small binary and can be shipped. So you are just installing that one thing, that particular one binary from that repo, and it's easy, right? Everything is shipped once. You do not have to do any kind of integration. The whole setup takes probably 10-15 minutes, if not more. But it's easy enough that you do not need to like do it for like a long time. And once it's set up, by the way, once it's set up, now it can do anything for you. And you do not have to sit in your system. You can go somewhere and still you can get updates. You can ask it to do something for you through the Telegram. I just message it through Telegram to basically read a research paper, and understand it, summarize it, and a lot of things, right? So all of these things are being done in the back end while I can actually focus on other tasks. That's the power of these agent harnesses. And Hermes is special. Why? Because in Hermes, what you can do is you can once it cannot perform something, let's say that it was unable to do something, it learns from there. It basically creates another skill, a new skill, uh, from the workflow that was that it kind of went through. So that's why it's kind of self improving. The more you use it, first of all, it memorizes things about yourself, and after that, not only it memorizes things, but then it tries to improve based on whatever. So now, as you have already seen while we were talking, it already started a lot of things. Okay, so all done. Here's everything that was created. Paper found and analyzed. It analyzed the particular paper. Authors from CMU, Meta AI, Bosch. Visualization, 9 panel figure. The 9 panel figure. What is the visualization is, boss? Key findings. What is the key finding? 10 activations are 10,000x larger than the median. So by the way, this paper basically talks about that in an LLM, there are first of all a lot of activation functions, right? But some activations are more active than others. That's the main idea behind this particular paper, where fixed feature dimensions at start token, delimiters, weak tokens, function, detail input agnostic bias terms, indispensable, impact, detail zeroing, cause, finding cause, detail fix, finding fix, detail. Okay, so it created a lot of files for me. As you can see, massive activations, demo.py file, description, full demo script, run with. Okay, so it created all these files for me. Can you actually open this image text copied to clipboard? No, it's basically being copied. Can you show me the image here? Let's see whether you can. I already know like where it actually have stored it. Can you show me the image here, the visualization? Even if it can't show, that's fine, because what we can do is, since it is available locally, because as you can see, it's available locally. I think it's saying that it is there, but it isn't. Let me go to the actual place where it has put it. So it says massive activations, right? So there should be some, as you can see, there's something called massive activations. Inside massive activations, there's a Python file. Let me make it a little bigger. It's not even going bigger. Anyway, and this is the PNG, by the way. This is the PNG that it has created for me. Oh, wow. Okay. So it has actually, how it works. Okay. So it has actually done a lot of things. First of all, let me try to zoom out a little bit, just so that you can see that it has created multiple things. First, the activation landscape, figure one replica. So, like feature dimensions, token position, and some of the for some of the feature dimensions, the number of activations can be like 10,000x, right? So that's what it's shown here. Activation distribution. Start token, per token activation, start plus delimiter token spike. So it kind of picked out a lot of images from there. How it works, mechanism, section 4, layer norm produces sparse vectors and massive activation tokens, QKV projections create distinct key value state. Anyway, do not want to go into the paper itself. We will probably discuss, if required, we can discuss this later. But here's the thing, right? So, and it also has created a, markdown report. For markdown, I actually have. So by the way, you can render Markdown through Visual Studio Code or any IDE, by the way. But in one of my uh, experiments, I created a web version. Okay, I have also made a video about it. There's a Markdown viewer, simple enough, and it's open source. Like it's a public repo that I have created in my GitHub. You can directly go there and use it, or see the code as well. But by the way, I can go here. And in Ubuntu system, let me go to home. And here, massive activations, there's the summary report that we wanted to open. Okay, and you see it renders the markdown very easily, and it supports multiple tabs, by the way. But anyway, not about this product. So you can see TLDR, the authors discovered that in nearly all LLMs, fewer than 10 activations out of millions are 10,000x larger. Okay, what are massive activations? Key properties, where do they live? Nice tables. Okay, so it actually created this whole thing, right? Attention QKV, bias from massive activation tokens, vision transformers, key numbers. Great. And it has also created for me, generated by Hermes Agent, see massive attractions demo.py for an interactive simulation. So you can actually create interactive simulation via this, right? This Python file. Let me also open with the Visual Studio Code for once. Let me try to put it over here so that you can see see it completely. So this is the file it has written, and yeah, it's good. It's good. It's readable. Okay. So as you can see, like, you do not need to code yourself. You can just tell the agent what to do and it will do everything for you. You can go away, you can do, or you can focus on your own other work, and it will do whatever you want it to do. And everything is happening, most of the things are happening locally, or the place where the agent basically is running. If the agent is running in a remote server or in a cloud container, basically that's where all these files and everything would be remaining. But you can use it in creative manners. You can build things just so that, like, you can build your own workflows and systems, and you can create cron jobs, you can create schedules, things that you want every day to be run at, like, I just built a research AI assistant kind of a thing, right? But I can ask it to, like, okay, whatever you did, the whole workflow, can you basically make it into a skill and do it for other papers as well, so that whenever I ask you for to do it on a paper, you do the whole workflow, like the summary, the simulation, the image, everything from so it can do it. So that's the power of these sort of agents, right? So hopefully you have learned something, and I would urge you to start using Hermes. It's a great tool, by the way. Okay, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.